Hey everybody, it's Big J Sav coming at you with another episode of Mass Effect 3, the Ultra Legendary Edition. Hope you guys are doing well today. If you are, hit that like button, make sure you subscribe, leave some comments, all that fun stuff. We are going to go help the Quarians, or talk to the Quarians, or whatever today. Because I want to get Tali, damn it. So we are going to go speak with the Quarians at the far rim of space. The final frontier. All right. Got nothing around here, eh? Quarian envoy. Diplomatic frigate is like no Quarian ship on record. Sorry about that. Woo! Got a case of the Yonzies. Just hit me all of a sudden. Woo! Alright, let's dock.
Commander Shepard, a pleasure to see you again. Though I wish it were under better circumstances.
I'd hoped for your support in the fight against the Reapers. What's going on?
17 days ago, with precision strikes on 4 Geth systems, the Quarians initiated the war to retake our homeworld.
Which was a clear violation of our agreement with the Council to avoid provoking the Geth.
A treaty violation is nothing compared to recovering our homeworld and advanced AI technology.
You're throwing yourselves at the Geth? Again?
And this time, we may have destroyed our people for good.
We'd driven the Geth back to the home system, when this signal began broadcasting to all Geth ships.
The Reapers.
Under Reaper control, the Geth are significantly more effective. Our fleet is pinned in the home system. If we're going to win,
Win? You insisted on involving the civilian ships, Admiral Gerrel. We need to retreat or we'll lose the live ships.
Where's the signal coming from?
Here. A Geth dreadnought. It can outgun anything we've got, and it's heavily defended.
The Normandy stealth drive can get us in undetected. I could board, then disable the Reaper command signal.
Yes, cutting off the signal should throw the Geth into complete disarray.
And while they're confused, you get to a mass relay and retreat.
Good. Our civilian ships have seen too much fighting already. Are you certain you can disable the signal?
We'll get you out of there safely, Admiral.
Our newest Admiral has also volunteered to offer technical expertise.
Aw, Tali.
Shepard.
Tali. Admirals, I'll ready a team to hit that dreadnought.
Thank you, Commander.
Admiral?
It's mostly a formality. I'm an expert on the Geth.
That you are.
I'm glad you're here.
Why didn't you tell me? I would have helped.
Thanks, but I knew you had your own problems. I'm sorry about Earth. We've got the largest fleet in the galaxy. If you can help us, we'll hit the Reapers with everything we've got. Or however much is left from this stupid war.
I thought you'd support the invasion.
No. After talking to Legion, I thought maybe there was a chance for peace.
So why help them?
I'm an admiral. People look to me for guidance. Public disagreement would divide the fleet.
Do you still want me?
And what about us? Would us being together divide the fleet?
No. Well, possibly. I don't know. But right now, I've got civilian ships taking fire. Can we keep this quiet? At least in front of the admirals?
Sure thing, Miss Vas Normandy.
Thank you. If you want to talk in private, maybe you could invite me up to your cabin?
Maybe I could.
And for the record, Still totally worth it.
Well, let's go talk to her in the cabin. What do you guys think? Gotta feed our fish.
Tali, I'm free if you'd like to come up.
I'll just be a moment.
Aw, snap. Snooky now.
Thanks for asking me up. I couldn't talk freely in front of Ron.
You okay?
No, I'm really not. 17 million lives are riding on me. And I don't know if I can save them.
Hey. You're not alone.
This was supposed to be my father's fight, but he left me with all of this. If they die because of me, if I don't...
We'll get them out of there safely, Tali.
I couldn't do this without you, Shepard. I feel like I'm bluffing, trying to convince them that the Admiral's daughter knows what she's doing.
Not the Admiral's daughter. The Admiral.
I know. And at least now, I can push back against the worst ideas. That's why I accepted the position. And because of you.
Me?
When they offered me this position, I asked myself what you'd do. I thought you'd take the chance to make things better. You've given up so much, stood for too long without allies. I didn't want you to do this alone. So, if you're ever lonely, just let me know.
Tali, nothing between us has changed. Unless you want it to.
Kila, Shepard. I'm not going to beg, but I didn't come up here just to see the fish.
No, you came up here because I asked you to. I want you here. With me.
Okay.
We get to see what she looks like now? No? Okay. There a picture somewhere? No? Okay. Well, that sucks.
Liara mentioned something about possibly meeting you on the Citadel next time you're there.
Yep, she did. Let's go disable the dreadnought, shall we? Or should we... investigate a sorry colony? I'm confused. Not confused. I'm trying to decide which one we want to do. Let's do the Asari colony first, and then we'll do the Quarians. Uh-oh. I don't have much fuel. Lasus. Lasus is an unpopular garden world. Okay. It's not popular. You guys heard it here first. We get Tali, yay. Yeah. Yeah. Swap, you need a better... Whoa, that's a lot of damage. The M300 Claymore. Fire rate's slow, but damage is massive. Weight is huge, though. See if we can add some mods to this bad boy. Increase damage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's swap this one out. That one's good for damage, but low on accuracy and fire rate. This one's pretty decent. Let's increase accuracy by 20%, increase damage by 20%. We don't need melee damage. We'll go this one. Ooh, the Hornet. M25 Hornet. Weapon mods, let's see. Increase damage. And weight. Do that one. What do we got here? I don't have a weight reduction on this one, so we got a phalanx. All right. Confirm that. Singularity. Detonate the singularity when the field dies. That would be sweet. Let's detonate that bad boy. Make it go boom. Make that sucker go boom. Gotta hook her up. Give her health and shield bonus. Give her tech power. There we go. One's the combat drone. Increase drone's damage by 40 and drone shield by 40. Make it a stronger drone. Upgrade drone's electrical pulse to jump and hit 3 additional targets. Dude, that's pretty cool. Deal 412 points of damage across 1.5 meter radius. Ooh, this one's a difficult one. Let's do this one because it would be good when husks are around. Increase damage by 30, impact radius by 100%. Increase shield restoration rate by 50% when draining shields, barriers, or power from synthetic enemies. Increase recharge speed by 25%. Reduce damage taken by 40%. Oh, we don't have enough powers. Okay, that's fine. Wish I could give him some of my leftovers.
Dig up any information on the mission, Liara?
I did, and I now understand why High Command wanted to hide it. We're headed to an Ardat Yakshi monastery.
Ardat Yakshi? Like Morinth?
Morinth chose to be a killer. These Ardat Yakshi isolated themselves to avoid that. But it doesn't mean they're harmless. Their urge to feed can be powerful. That's why High Command sent in commandos to investigate the monastery's distress signal.
I suppose it's flattering they call us to pick up the pieces. What's the plan?
If there was a chance the Ardat Yakshi could break loose, the commandos were to purge the monastery.
Okay.
Purge? You mean destroy?
They would have brought heavy explosives with them, yes.
Oh, no.
Don't assume anything. Maybe the Ardat Yakshi sent out the distress call. If the Asari want us to destroy this place, I need to know what happened.
Agreed. Once we give a report to High Command, they'll stop wasting lives here.
Is this where we meet back up with Samara? Is this where we meet up with Samara?
The shuttle's warm. We may have a visitor.
I bet you guys know and you're not telling me. I'm pretty sure this is where we meet up with Samara. Check around, make sure we don't got no num-nums. Alright.
No elevator.
What the hell was that?
That sound. There's more than one out there.
Well, this isn't good. I don't like that sound, y'all.
Is someone there?
Stay sharp.
Stay sharp. Like a pencil.
I heard something.
That was my fault, sorry.
Put on a light, Liara. Then you won't have to run into stuff and scare us half to death. Crazy woman.
Tali, you won't believe what Yan has managed to smuggle in. A copy of Vanya. Meet us after supper in the library. Bring some study work. Reel is floor warden tonight, so act natural. We'll be by the East Video Banks. This is gonna be so great. See you there. I'll delete this once you listen to it. Not like last time.
Wake up 5:30, 5:45, breakfast 5:45, 6:15, morning meditation, that's always good. Study period, chores, classes, midday meal, study period, supper. Nice. So it's good to have your day blocked out like that, you know.
This was the commandos, Captain. It seems they gave their lives fighting the Reapers.
This monastery's out of the way. What do the Reapers want with Ardat Yakshi? Anything useful?
A map marked with the nav point location of a bomb. They call it the Great Hall.
So the commandos started the purge after all.
Uh-oh.
Ardat Yakshi or not, evacuating this place would have saved a lot of lives. If there's no survivors, let's get to the Great Hall and set off that bomb.
We just leveled up, y'all. Liara's like, I know you weren't going to go over there, so I just stayed here and waited for you to come back, y'all. Get that Omni tool working. Do 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 do.
Very good. I almost didn't hear you.
Samara?
It has been some time, Shepard. You are a most welcome sight. The corruption here runs deep.
But what are you doing here?
My daughters live in this monastery, Tali. I am here for them.
Oh, snap.
Unfortunately, the Reapers had already infested this place by the time I arrived.
You met me hunting down your other Ardat Yakshi daughter. Are these ones just as dangerous?
Falere and Rila have followed the monastery's rules ever since they arrived. They've shown no inclination toward violence.
And you're here to save them?
They are my responsibility. And it's one that cannot be abandoned, even as our galaxy crumbles.
Let's go together. Maybe your daughters can tell us why the Reapers hit this place.
I suspect they will have much to tell us. It has been centuries since I last saw them. We're out of time. We'll meet again. I will draw these creatures off.
Wait! Let's go.
Samara's a badass, bro. You'll be fine. She'll be fine.
My name is Tasha Pore. I'm wounded. Bad. Give this to my bondmate, Weshra. Asked her to go to the Citadel and tell Weshra I love her. Sorry we fought. I was...
It's too quiet. Are there any survivors?
This
Probably
fight didn't
not.
last long by the look of it.
It wouldn't. The monastery only had a few guards to protect it, not an army.
I don't see anything. But there's ammo on the ground. It tells me we're about to get into a fight.
What is that thing?
Damn, that thing's tough. This son-of-a-bitch is tough. Banshee. Okay. Sound like it. Better sit down, sucker. Better sit down. Sit your ass down, boy.
That used to be a person. An Asari. What have the Reapers done?
Same thing they do to every species. They take it out. They turn it into something crazy. Like a husk or a doodly doodly.
Mother, you came.
As soon as I was able. Shepard, this is Falere, my youngest. She and her sister Rila are Ardat Yakshi. They have
Mother,
been...
they have Rila.
What?
I saw some of those creatures take her into the Great Hall. I've been trying to get there.
What are the Reapers doing here?
Harvesting us. They're turning us into those monsters. Please, you can't let that happen to Rila.
We need to find Rila fast. The bomb we're looking for is in the Great Hall.
A bomb? Didn't you come to rescue people?
We'll try, but we can't leave this place standing, Falere.
You sound like the Commandos. They didn't stop to help anyone.
Falere?
I'm sorry.
Shit's about to go down.
Falaire! The Great Hall. She's looking for Rila.
Wish I could fly.
We'll meet you there.
Please be swift.
Please be swift. Who talks like that? Only, what is she again? I forget.
Jethro, this is Galay. I've blocked extranet access. We don't need the students panicking about these Reaper rumors. Still, it will not hurt to tally our supplies. Please bring me an inventory before eating prayer. I'll contact Cynthia later tonight as well.
I'm looking for stuff before we go.
You'd need a crowbar to pry those doors open. This place was beautiful before the Reapers came.
Okay, we're going this way. Headshot. Back shot. What was that guy doing? Weirdos. Ooh. Got a new weapon and got some new armor. The Saris Council shoulder guard. Some experience. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. We're gonna look at this place. Check it out before we go down to the Great Hall. There's gotta be stuff here, you know, like money. Like 5,000 credits. Experience. I don't need to do that. XP, XP, XP. Man, those things are tough, yo. So can they do that to all Asari or just the R.Yakshi? I wonder. I bet they can do it to all Asari. Like that's what they turn Asari into. They turn humans into husks, Asari into psychopath banshees. Ammunition, baby. Make it look like I'm in the middle of it. The Great Hall. This isn't the Great Hall.
Another commando. Why did they go so far into the monastery?
Perhaps the commandos were looking for survivors?
Their luck was no better than ours.
Wonder if there's anything up here. Yep, there is. Assault rifle, scope upgrade. That's right, that's how I dip, dodge, dive, duck, and dodge. Sorry, I was getting a little drink of some coffee. So this is the Great Hall. Looks cool.
We've found our bomb.
And Falaire.
Rila, wake up!
Falaire, Rila cannot hear us.
Look, she's still alive.
I know, but I am afraid Rila is not well.
Rila's not one of them yet. She can't be. She just needs to wake up.
Oh, snap.
Rila? Rila, can you hear me?
Uh-oh. They're fighting.
Why did she do that?
Because she's
they've
not
begun
her.
to turn her into one of the Reaper's creatures.
I'm sorry. Can we set off that bomb?
We need a detonator.
Commandos would have had one. We've got to find it.
Aw, shit.
Later.
Shit. Oh, there's two of them?
That's the last.
For now, let's get back to that bomb.
How'd you like that, diving down the stairs? Can I dive up them? I can. That's awesome. She gonna turn into a super banshee?
Falaire, go! Take the elevator! Rila, what are you doing? It's too late for me. There are hundreds coming. Just go!
She's gonna blow the monastery. She can blow the whole thing.
Move!
No! Rila! I love you. Rila!
They're coming. They're coming. There's nothing you can do now.
We're not your slaves.
Keela. That was crazy. But she said there were hundreds more coming. That was only like 4. So she just wasted the bomb. And that wasn't like a huge bomb either.
It wasn't even time to say goodbye.
Few can break the Reaper's hold. Rila's will was extraordinary, as was her love for you.
We left her to die.
Rila made her choice, and it has reminded me of what is truly important. Why I swore I'd lay down my life.
What is that?
Falaire, The code demands an Ardat Yakshi cannot live outside a monastery that no longer exists.
What are you doing?
I'm sorry, Shepard. By the Justicar's code, there is only one way to save Falere.
Mother, no!
My daughters, you were all so much... Let go.
What are you doing?
Fulfilling the code.
By throwing your life away?
I won't kill my last daughter.
You won't have to.
Falere?
I'll stay here. Home. No matter what's become of it.
Without a proper monastery...
I could have left any time. I don't need a building to honor my own code. And if the Reapers return, they won't take me alive. I promise.
Then, the code permits you to stay, as you are. Once this war is over, and if I am able, I will visit, as a Justicar should.
I'd understand if you wanted to help Falere rebuild a home here.
It must wait now that I can help oppose the Reapers. I'll speak with Falere, then join your forces. If you'll have me, of course.
I'd be honored.
The honor is mine, my friend.
She almost took her own life because she didn't want to kill her kid. That's honorable.
Everything's taken care of down here. Bring in the shuttle.
Right, Commander. I'll just follow the smoke.
Wow.
I read your report, Commander. We had no idea the situation had deteriorated so quickly.
That's why I set off the bomb. There were no Ardat Yakshi left.
May the Ardat Yakshi find rest. What the Reapers did to them was monstrous. I had another team of commandos headed to the monastery who I can now formally transfer to Admiral Hackett's command. They'll serve you loyally, Commander. Farewell.
Commander, right.
Admiral Anderson is available on VidCom.
Damn right, homie. We got the Volus Dreadnought. The Asari. We finally got some Asari loving, huh? Samara. The Samara is going to help out a lot. Crucible. It's getting there. It's getting there. It's not completely done yet, but I was kind of hoping those emergency fuel pods were for us. For the Normandy. But it's fine. I'll allow it.
Shepard, the fleet is under heavy fire. We need to hit the Dreadnought.
I'd like to know about your patrol fleet.
In peacetime, the patrol fleet managed navigation, internal security, and intership conflicts or crimes. Now, we mostly guard the heavy fleet's flank. It's mostly light frigates or fighters.
Tell me about the civilian fleet.
Our civilian ships, medical vessels, and life ships. Admiral Chorus coordinates them, though individual ships' captains still have power. In peacetime, they made up the bulk of our fleet. Now, our strength would even give the Turians pause.
Tali said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
The Turians have more dreadnoughts. Their overall military force is larger than our heavy fleet by far. But before we began this war, we jury-rigged every Quarian ship in the flotilla for battle. Even our live ships have cannons.
You've converted them into dreadnoughts. That's a violation of the Treaty of Ferrixon.
While live ships have firepower comparable to a dreadnought, their primary purpose is food cultivation.
You think the Council will buy that technicality?
If need be, I'll apologize once this war is over.
And in the meantime, you're putting your civilians in danger.
Not casually, Commander. We keep them off the front lines, but we'll do whatever we must to win.
Which fleet does Admiral Zen command?
Special projects. It's not a fleet per se. Just a few research vessels. Her technical breakthroughs have put us within striking distance of the homeworld.
What can you tell me about Admiral Geralt's heavy fleet?
It was our main military force before the war. Comprised of all Quarian vessels suited for sustained combat. It can't compare to the Turian forces, of course. But we have a number of heavy frigates and advanced fighter forces.
Tali said you had the largest fleet in the galaxy.
The Turians have more dreadnoughts. Their overall military force is larger than our
she
heavy
already said
fleet
this
by
one.
far. But before we began this war, we jury-rigged every Quarian ship in the flotilla for battle. Even our lives.
You've converted them into dreadnoughts.
Why lie?
You think the Council will buy that technical?
If need be.
And in the meantime, you're...
Not casually, Commander. We keep them off the front lines. But we'll do whatever we must to win.
Okay.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you, Commander.
No, thank you, Admiral Ron. Where are we at here? Should we talk to Admiral Anderson? Probably should, huh?
Shepard. I was hoping you'd check in again.
You okay?
Been putting my old academy training to use. Organizing the resistance. You know, you've got quite a fan club back here. Any news we hear about the Normandy gives hope to the guys in the trenches.
I know what that's like, fighting in the dark. I'm glad we're making a difference.
It's more than that. A lot of these people have never held a gun in their life. When they heard that you managed to get the Turians and Krogan to cooperate, that was a shot in the arm, Shepard. Of the one thing we're in short supply around here, faith. That any of us will live to see another day.
How bad is it?
It could be worse, but not much.
Can you still coordinate any kind of counterattack?
We're hitting the Reapers every chance we get. Mostly guerrilla-style hit-and-runs, but it's not enough. It's time we started focusing our efforts.
Where?
London. Something big is happening there. Our networks in the UK say the Reapers have arrived in huge numbers.
I don't like the sound of that. Any more details?
No. And that scares the hell out of me.
Well, the Crucible will scare the hell out of the Reapers.
We're counting on it. Oh, and Shepard, I meant what I said earlier about Kai Lang. The Reapers may seem like our biggest threat, but take it from me. Lang is a vicious bastard. Don't underestimate him.
Noted.
Then I'll let you get back to it. We need whatever good news you can send our way. Anderson out.
Interesting. Why don't we go ahead and save it real quick? Since we haven't saved it in a while. Alright, what else do we got here? Is that Tali?
Shepard, Commander.
So how did you end up back with your fleet, Tali?
When the war started, the Admiralty Board asked for my help. I had more recent contact with the Geth than most of my people. They hadn't filled the spot on the board left by my father. I was invited in. It's just a technicality. I'm far too young to be a real admiral.
Don't sell yourself short, Tali. The board needed your expertise. You needed the authority that comes with rank.
How did the war with the Geth get started, anyway?
Admiral Zen developed a scanning countermeasure that interferes with Geth active scans. It's like a flashbang grenade. It effectively crippled the Geth ships in combat. My fleet couldn't pass up the chance to attack.
Could we use it to fight the Reapers?
It only works against the Geth, unfortunately. Their AI lets them use extremely detailed LADAR pings. Zen's countermeasure overwhelmed them with garbage data. And it's useless now that the Reapers have upgraded their processing power.
How is it being back with the fleet?
Right now, it's exhausting. I'm an admiral in the middle of a war. I just want us to get out of this alive. Everything else can wait.
When this is over, I could use your help.
I can't, Shepard. If we survive this, we'll have a homeworld. My people need me.
You could help your people's homeworld by fighting the Reapers.
I'd like to. Believe me. But my people need me here.
What if I need you, Tali? What if I need you?
So what about Legion?
It returned to Geth space after you turned yourself into the Alliance.
And you haven't seen it since?
Legion and I sent a few messages. I was hoping we could try negotiation. But I was outvoted 3-2. Admiral Chorus was the only one who believed it would work.
Any idea where Legion is now?
No. In our last message, it told me that the Geth were having trouble reaching consensus.
And then nothing?
Maybe it was fighting the Reaper takeover, or maybe it didn't want to give intel to an enemy. I could have warned it about the invasion. I didn't.
You'd have been betraying your own people.
Look at those feet. Damn.
I never wanted to be an admiral.
Talk to you later, Tali.
Sure.
All right. All right. What do you guys think?
Mild Sergeant told me that Cerberus started out as an Alliance Black Op.
Black Ops always go bad. If you Commander, there's a new message at your private terminal.
Of course there is. There's a lot of them. Okay. Okay. So Jacob wants to meet on the Citadel too. Headed for the front lines, Samara. I finished my business on Lessus. I would offer to travel once again with you on the Normandy, but the code dictates I join the fight where it is most dire. While you do your essential work, I will do my best to help hold the front. Before I depart, I'll return to the Citadel for a short time to prepare. If it does not interfere with your duties, come find me there. Okay. Alright, awesome. We got new gear though, didn't we? See what we got. Feed the fish. What the fuck? I am not walking around with that on my head. I have a hard time walking around with this. I don't know. Which one do you guys like more? I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards the Casa Fabricated. That's the one we currently... My shields regenerate really quick though, so... Let's do this one. Or stick with this one. You know what? Let's just... we need the weapon damage, don't we? We'll switch to the power attack. Alright, y'all. I think that's going to do it for this episode. I appreciate y'all spending some time with me, making me feel like I'm your friend. I don't know what I said there, but you guys get it. You understand what I'm saying. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.